call good football. Dang, we go hard! I said.
Ready! 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 Let's go! Let's go now! Go!
Aloha. Aloha. Aloha.
Come on, set! Here we go, set! Ready! Ready! Get it! Let go! On the set! Go! Head! Ready? Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Let's go! Trap 60! Trap 60! Let's go now! 19 tight! 19! Set! Ready! Ready! Come on, set. Here we go, set. Ready. Ready, break. Ready, ready. On the jump. Get it. Ready. Set up! Buffalo 18! Let go! Got it! Ready? Go! Tag! Ready? Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Holiday!
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40, Kene Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35. Up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go. Here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now for this end zone. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Cousins. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Cousins now from the 50. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very a solid gain of 27. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Come on, set.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man. complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. Man, for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. They're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A quick pass out to Juju. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the move to his left.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 20. Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here again is and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handle, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Mahomes now on the sneak. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. There, shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down.
Tua. And that's dropped underneath for Wilson.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum.
And he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Dolphins 35, Chiefs 28. Harrison Butker to kick off 4th Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill.
Touchdown!
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 74 yards. Mostert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Tua going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and that gets him back within 10.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mostert.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Let's go now. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tua to try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes being chased out left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And a lot of...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
They find some open field here. All the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense...
It's a fucking decoy, you bitch.
Things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now a deep...
Hold up, bro. Stop 2v2. Golly. He 2v2. Like a little girl.
Get it all back in one play.
But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 43.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
Not doing that on me, bro. Not doing that on me. Not doing that.
You're not telling yourself the truth.
Think this is.
You don't think there's some one-upsmanship?
Not doing that, bro. Just stop.
They just have their touchdown answered by a drive of almost equal plays. They're almost down there. Now, they want to do something with the answer that.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Red, cycle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Going right back to Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brought down by Willie Gay. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 5 now. Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
10 cycles.
Once again, it's Mostert. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they hit him as he throws. Incomplete. A surprise.